Remember, I think we'll have, let's do our Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize skit, shall we, my fine Christian friend, fine feathered Christian? Okay. You know, as you guys know, Obama has won the Nobel Peace Prize. He is the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. And we have done some research, D-Man and I. We must have spent about a week doing this research, and we've written down all the qualifications because some of you in the chat room here, some of you downloading the show later on, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. So let's go through it. Jump in anytime you want, D-Man.
All right.
The way that he won it, and by the way, Jack is in the chat room asking how did he win it. If you go around the world and you bash America, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you claim that Abraham would have had Child Protective Services call on him, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you have the Hindus come to the White House and you bow down to that little lamp, did you see that? Where he has his hands clasped together and he bows down to that little Hindu lamp and he prays to Shiva, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you bow as a leader of the free world to a Saudi king, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you have over 34 gay, lesbian, transgenders in principal post of your administration, and you say you're a Christian but you deny practically all the Bible, you can be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you take a month and declare to be lesbian, gay, bi, and transgender month, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
And you know, I can't tell you how many times D-Man and I have been talking and I've slipped up and I've said, you know, D-Man, I really appreciate my Muslim faith. I mean, you know, I've slipped up so many times. If you've gone on an interview with George Stephanopoulos and you say to George Stephanopoulos in the interview, I know a lot of people are questioning my Muslim faith, and then George Stephanopoulos says, you mean your Christian faith? Because, you know, D-Man, I've lost track how many times you and I have.
Yeah, I get confused about it all the time.
We say it all the time. Just the other day we were doing a radio show, and I was like, you know what? I am so glad that I've invited Mohammed into my heart, and that he's forgiven me of my sin. Did I say Mohammed? Silly me. I meant to say...
Or the time when I sat there and said, yes, when I die and I find myself in Summerland, and Chuck's like, you mean heaven? Yeah, I mean heaven.
Yes. And another thing, too, is if, excuse me, if when the white police officer arrests the black university professor, you immediately come out and you say, well, of course it has to do with racism. And you don't wait till you get all the facts. Yes, you, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the show can be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, you can do it. If you're racist, you could be that Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Yes, if you sit under the pulpit of a racist for 20 years and claim you had no idea what he was preaching, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes, D-Man's right. If you go to a church where the pastor sounds somewhat like this, we bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and we never batted an eye. America's chickens, they're coming home to roost. God bless America. No, no, no. God damn America, it's in the Bible. If you go to a church that has a pastor like Reverend Wrong, who is known as Reverend Right, you can be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
If you plan to go to Japan on the anniversary of the
Oh, no, don't say it. Tell me he's not going to do it.
And most likely apologize for what America did in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, you could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes. You know, when I think of the Obama administration, and I think of Nancy Pelosi, and I think of, you know, another guy, that guy, what's that guy's name? Barney Frank. Did you hear that Barney Frank got in trouble with medical marijuana? Well, I don't know what your medical marijuana. When I think of Obama's administration, a
what
certain
music comes
tune.
to mind?
Say again?
What music comes to mind the moment that
Well,
you
I
see his
just picture,
administration?
it sort of sounds like this.
The new Hail to the Chief. The President of the United States.
I can't stop the music. Are we still on the air, D-Man?
Yes, we are.
Okay. You know what just come to me while we were sitting here talking? I forgot. Remember in the debate, they asked Obama if he was pro-abortion or pro-life, and he said, look, if anyone in my family got pregnant, what did he say? He wouldn't want to...
I wouldn't want to punish them, baby.
I wouldn't want to punish them with the baby, which, you know, that brings to... let's turn up the volume to 200%. Go ahead.
Now, I wouldn't want to punish the baby. You know,
yeah, he said he wouldn't want to punish them with the baby.
Somebody who has consensual
If you
sex,
believe babies are punishments.
You could be the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
You know, yes, but he's right. People who have consensual sex, we don't want to punish them with the baby. You know, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, that's who you want to punish with a baby.
I'm telling you,
That's
it is not.
Somebody who had sex.
I'm going to play, let's see how loud I can play this clown music. I'm going to do something we've never done on the show. I can do it 100%, 150, 200, 400%. So let's play the 400% clown music, and let's see how this sounds. My ears